2024 has already brought some incredible RPGs to the Nintendo Switch, and if you're a fan of diving into epic adventures, this video is for you. Today, I'm going over the best Switch RPGs released in 2024 so far. From deep stories to endless quests, these games are shaping up to be must-plays. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to subscribe for more updates on the latest games. Let's kick things off with Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance, a game that brings the series' signature demon fusion mechanics back, but with a vengeance, literally. Set in a post-apocalyptic Tokyo, you'll be battling demons, recruiting them to your side, and fusing them into more powerful beings. The turn-based combat is intense, and the story is full of twists. The difficulty can spike at times, so if you're new to the series, be prepared for a challenge. But for fans of tough strategic RPGs, this is a fantastic entry. Next up is Unicorn Overlord, a tactical RPG that blends stunning visuals with strategic gameplay. The grid-based combat feels fresh, and the fantasy world you explore is rich with lore and magical creatures. The game's unique art style really sets it apart, and there's a satisfying depth to its strategy mechanics. Some players might find the learning curve steep, but once you get the hang of it, the battles are highly rewarding. It's definitely one to check out if you love strategy and fantasy. For fans of classic RPGs, Castlevania Dominus collection is a must-play. This collection brings together several titles from the Castlevania universe, remastered for the Switch. You get to explore gothic castles, battle against iconic enemies, and uncover deep stories with rich lore. The retro pixel art gives it a nostalgic feel, while the updated gameplay mechanics make it feel fresh for a new audience. The downside, if you're not into older, challenging titles, the difficulty may be a bit of a hurdle, but for longtime fans, it's a perfect tribute to the series. Paper Mario. The Thousand-Year Door is back with a remastered version, and it's just as charming as ever. This RPG mixes turn-based combat with puzzle solving and platforming, all wrapped up in a quirky, humorous story. The paper aesthetic still holds up, and the updated visuals breathe new life into this fan favorite. The combat system is simple, yet satisfying, but what really stands out is the witty dialogue and memorable characters. It's a lighthearted RPG that's great for newcomers and veterans alike. The Legend of Heroes, Trails Through Daybreak continues the epic storytelling of the Trails series, and it doesn't disappoint. The game features deep world building, turn-based combat, and a large cast of characters, each with their own story arcs. The combat system allows for plenty of strategic depth, and the story is packed with political intrigue and emotional moments. However, if you're new to the series, it can feel a bit overwhelming at first, given how much lore there is to dive into. But once you're in, it's a journey worth taking. We've halfway through our list for today. Let me know in the comments what you think of the games, and if I've forgotten any that you think deserve to be here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Let's keep going. If you're into mech combat, Megaton Musashi W Wired is a game you don't want to miss. You get to pilot giant robots, customize them with different weapons and upgrades, and take on massive enemies in explosive battles. The action is fast-paced and satisfying, with a lot of emphasis on teamwork in multiplayer modes. The visuals are sleek, but the story does lean a bit on familiar tropes. Still, if you're looking for high-octane mech action, this one delivers. Monster Hunter Stories brings a different spin on the Monster Hunter franchise, focusing more on turn-based combat and storytelling than the usual action-heavy gameplay. You still get to collect and raise monsters, but now you're using them in battles as part of your team. The visuals are vibrant, and the monster designs are as detailed as ever. The story might not be as deep as other RPGs, but the creature collecting and strategic combat make it a solid choice for fans of the genre. Darkest Dungeon 2 cranks up the difficulty and tension from the first game, putting you in charge of a team of adventurers as they journey through a nightmarish world. The turn-based combat is punishing, but the stress management system adds an extra layer of strategy. The roguelike elements make every run feel different, but be prepared for frustration. This game is tough. If you're a fan of dark, challenging RPGs with a unique atmosphere, Darkest Dungeon 2 will keep you hooked. For those who missed the classic Suikoden series, Eiyuden Chronicle, 100 Heroes is a spiritual successor that's shaping up to be something special. You'll recruit over 100 characters to your cause, each with unique skills and personalities. The combat is turn-based, with a focus on building synergy between your team members. The art style is gorgeous, combining 2D sprites with 3D backgrounds. It's not as fast-paced as some of the other RPGs on this list, but if you love deep storytelling and character development, this one's for you.
On me.
Finally, we have Crypt Custodian, a dungeon-crawling RPG that mixes action with puzzle solving. You play as a custodian cleaning up after an ancient crypt, but things quickly get out of hand as you fight through hordes of enemies. The game's humor and unique premise set it apart from other dungeon crawlers. The combat is simple but engaging, and the puzzles add a nice twist to the usual RPG formula. It's a shorter game, but the charm and creativity make it a fun ride from start to finish. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this top 10 list, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more awesome gaming content. Let me know in the comments which game is your favorite or if I missed any must-plays. See ya!